Today I'm going to be using the Treat and Train for the first time with all of you. I'm going to show you the ins and outs of this product and does it help my training? Do I love it? Do I like it? Am I going to pass? My dogs certainly want to use it like a puzzle toy, so let's see how this goes. First and foremost, you're going to need some batteries. So they do give you a remote with the battery, but you're going to need 4D batteries. So be sure that you have your batteries ready when you get this at home, because I know you're going to want to get going and get training, and you're not going to be able to do much without the batteries. So Journey's excited, so I think we should just go ahead and get started.
This unit includes lots of different controls to customize for your own dog and your training session, and it dispenses one treat at a time in this really clean interface here. It also comes with a remote with a dispense button and down stay. Be sure to pick a certain size treat that's going to work with the right disc in the unit.
I have the batteries in. I'm going to click it on. I do have the tone on off, and it's going to dispense a single treat. So let's get started. I want him to just hear it and see how he feels about it. Yes, good boy. All right, so it rotated, it dropped one treat. I'm gonna go and add some tone. Let's see how loud it gets. This is a low tone. It has a few different ones. It has low, medium, and high. Yeah, good boy. All right, he ate that treat really fast. He didn't care about the tone. Let's see how it goes. This is medium. And this is high. That's definitely loud. I can see that being useful if I was in like a place with a lot of distraction, or if I was in a place that was maybe like a group lesson or there's a lot of chaos. That loud tone would help cut through if the dog was dealing with distraction and needed something added to help them. Personally, I think I would use no tone because I like to use the word get it, which means go seek the reward in the bowl, on the floor, whatever that means. So I'm gonna try no tone and see if I can get him to do it off of my cue. So my goal is to say my cues and then hit the button. And look for some eye line. Yes, get it. Good, that's nice. I like that. I like that I'm able to ask for something, say yes, reward, and I don't have to have treat on me. So I can start building distance this way. I can help have some more flexibility in what we do. Can you sit? Yes, get it. Nice. Now, this is meant to be used on the floor. We're a little high for this, which could be useful for maybe eye line, especially in your film and TV world. But I do like that the reward is happening pretty fast. So let's check the timing of how fast this reward drops after I say yes and click the button. So I'm gonna have you watch here. Good job. Yes, get it. That was pretty instantaneous. Not much time in between. Let's try it again. Yes, get it. Good, that's good timing. I like to do doggy dancing with my dogs. I don't always want a treat in my hand. I'm going to see if we can achieve some doggy dancing moves, and then I stop the behavior, and then I want the dog to go get the reward. But I don't want the dog to just lose sight of me and look for the treat. So I'm hoping I can get my dog to still pay attention to me until I release them for the Treat and Train. However, it does seem like a pretty cool tool to get treats out of your hand. Fred? Okay. Yes, get it. Orbit, back, orbit. Good. Good. Okay, yes, get it. Good boy. Go forward. Wait. Yes, get it. Good boy.
Now, I did notice here he was going past the target for the reward, so it made me change where the reward happens. You may want to keep this in mind when training your dog if they tend to be hyper-fixated on where the treat is coming from.
One thing I notice is that if the treats get low, the reward time slows down. So make sure you have enough treats in your system so that it rewards quickly.
It was nice to work on some distance work without having to toss a treat or put it in a bowl that could be distracting. It was also nice to work on it with some prop tricks, which allowed me to direct my dog to do a unique skill that we could even use on set and not have my dog be fixated on me for the treat, but have a place to go seek the treat once finished.
First day using the Treat and Train, I'm really grateful that I have it. I think it made it a lot easier in my training sessions to build some distance to separate me from the reward. It also was nice not having to put a treat in a bowl or toss a treat that gets lost. Sometimes the treat in the bowl can also be distracting and almost too high of a value reward. And then they just want to focus on the bowl and they're not focusing on the task at hand. So it was nice to be able to trigger when the treat showed up. It was also a fast reward system. So I like that when I said yes and I had my get it cue, the reward happened within a second. And I found that very, very useful for the things that we're teaching our dogs. I think that a lot of different dog trainers and students and pet owners with different training styles and goals could benefit from this actual unit. I also liked that you have 2 different discs of different sizes, so be sure that you use the correct treats, but you can switch the discs based on the treat size that you're using. And it also dispensed 1 treat at a time really consistently. I appreciate that because I don't want to fill my dogs up too fast or introduce too many calories in a training session. I do like that this also came with a target stick with a weighted base. I do actually like that the weighted base moves. I think that offered some good exposure to some of my dogs that might be sensitive to something that moves around when they're using it. So I felt that was very useful, and it definitely played a role in my away work with my dogs and some of the TV and film work that we do. So overall, I think this is a great system. I think that you should definitely give it a shot. I think it helps clarify the equation of cue, action, reward, and it can start building you away from having to have a lure in your hand to actually having the reward be somewhere else where you can achieve some things and not need food in your hand. So overall, really satisfied with the treat and train. I hope you guys take a look at it. Be sure to check out the information below and see how you can get a treat and train for yourself. And I hope you enjoyed this video.